Round 5 predictions brought to you by DrivingMaul. Hi, I'm Paul, the guy behind DrivingMaul, your best place rugby predictions and opinion. Thank you very much for joining me, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of these going forwards. I have been having a bit of a cracker of a season, but round 4 didn't do me any favours. This is the Super Brew website where you can play prediction games for free, and I've been playing them for quite a while. You can also join my leagues if you want. But as you can see, I've dropped from 10th down to 47th in the world. They've got 13,000 people playing on here, so not doing too bad really. But yeah, had a bit of a shocker in round 4. Let's hope we can get round 5 back up in there and get some right predictions again. So, how do we see round 5 going, or what is round 5? Round 5 has got the Blues versus Cheetahs, Edinburgh versus Benetton Treviso, Zebre versus Ospreys, Connacht versus Leinster, Scarlets versus Kings, Glasgow Warriors versus Dragons, and Munster versus Ulster. So Cardiff got their first win of the got their first win of the season last weekend up against Munster, which was a very credible win. I wasn't expecting them to get that, to be honest with you. Cheetahs obviously in that record, what was it, 39-all draw. But that was in South Africa. On the road, they have been poor. Cardiff have been... lots of people have been bigging up Cardiff, even though they have only got that one win so far this season. And if you look at the rest of Cheetahs' Cheetahs' results, minus 28 is their best result apart from that draw. So you've got to say Cardiff are heavy favourites for this. And I'm backing the Blues by 15 in that one. Next up, Edinburgh host Benetton Treviso. Edinburgh just got the solitary win, whereas Benetton Treviso got 2 wins. However, on the road, they've not been quite so clever. Those losing both to Scarlets and Ospreys in the last 2 games. They did win to Dragons away, but Edinburgh, I think, will be a tougher prospect than that. Their only win so far has been at home, as has been their want over the past few seasons. Their form on the road has not been great. I'm not backing Edinburgh by much, though. Treviso are a much better side, backing Edinburgh by 3. Then we have Zebre hosting Ospreys. Now, Zebre have, let's be honest, surprised us and are much improved. We had those 2 wins so far this season. Okay, it has been over the Kings, but they also beat Cardiff at home, or the Blues at home. On the road, they've struggled against Connacht and Dragons. But I think against Ospreys, they're going to have a bit of a better team than the Blues, who's already managed to get that narrow win over. Ospreys' only slip up so far has come against Munster, but that was their only game they've played so far on the road. So I'm backing Ospreys by 3 because at the moment we're not really sure what their away form is going to be looking like. And as I say, Zebre are a much improved outfit this season. Connacht then host Leinster. Now, historically, Connacht have done well against Leinster at home. Out of they won earlier this year or last season, 47-10. I'm sure they lost one before that, but they won 3 on the trot at home before that. So out of the last 5 games, they've won 4 of the in Connacht. Even so, I still think Leinster are going to be too strong for them. But I'm only backing Leinster by 3 because of that good home form that Connacht has got against Leinster. And also, they're not doing too bad this season either. 2 wins out of their 4 games. They've beaten Zebre and Scarlets at home. They did lose to Glasgow and also to Edinburgh on the road, to be fair. Scarlets then host Kings. And you've got to say, even though Kings got that win over Glasgow last weekend in South Africa, which was a big shock, they've already lost to Zebre and Dragons on the road. Scarlets are way better than both of those sides. Have the perfect record at home so far, beating Leinster and Treviso. So I'm backing Scarlets by 10 on that one. I would probably go larger, except Scarlets have not been racking up the big scores or the big margins this season. Dragons then have the unenviable situation of having to go away to Glasgow who will be looking to bounce back from that loss to the Kings last weekend. The Dragons have turned things around a bit, got 2 wins over the Kings and over Zebre. They've both been at home. Away to Leinster, they lost by 42 points. So expect Glasgow to put up a big win over the Dragons. I'm backing them by 10. Final game of the round sees Munster host Ulster. Ulster, the only side not to have lost so far this season, 3 wins and that record draw last weekend. Munster with 2 wins and 2 losses so far. Those 2 losses, though, have been on the road. They've beaten Ospreys and Cheetahs at home, lost away to Glasgow, and that's a bit of a surprise loss to Cardiff last weekend. Ulster, now, sure, they've had 3 wins and a draw, but those wins, Scarlets, who had a lot of injuries, and only by 2 points, they only beat Edinburgh by a point. Kings, well, they put out a good result, but still, Kings are one of the weaker sides here in that draw at Cheetahs. So, personally, I'm backing Munster to win this one, and I'm backing them by 7. So that's how I see things going. Please don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my videos. Also, let me know down below your thoughts as to how the results are going to go, and enjoy whatever rugby you're watching this weekend.